How to create high quality content that gets shares. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we will be taking a look at how you can write and create content that would actually be meaningful and high quality. So let's get into it. Now, often when you watch YouTube videos about marketing or SEO, they just say make high quality content. Like that is one of the prerequisites that they just put. But what is high quality content? How can you get your content to be high quality content? That is what we're going to be covering today. So if you're writing a blog or any kind of website and you are confused about what does high quality content even mean, make sure to watch this video to help yourself out as well as share it with others. So let's get into it. Now, what is high quality content in terms of SEO? Because high quality content could be based on, just maybe it has a lot of keywords, maybe it has a bunch of backlinks, but that is not the quality of the actual content. The actual content is going to be good based on 3 factors, and we're going to be discussing those over here. So, what is high quality content? Well, good content or high quality content means it has 3 elements. So it needs to have quality, and I will explain this in detail later on. Then it has uniqueness, then it has authority. So I will be going into the 3 major aspects of content that makes high quality content that would actually be shared by people and get you more leads or get you more viewership on your blog or on your website. So moving on to the first aspect of high quality content, that is quality. Now, quality has a bunch of different items gathered into the title. Quality could mean the design of your article. So, if I have a blog over here, that is, let's say if I go onto a blog like this, I will go on to the first page of this blog, and let's say that the title that we are going for is 5 staple items for autumn. Now, from this article title, you are going to be expecting 5 direct items. So that is the main purpose. If you're someone that just wants to skim through the article and 55 to 80% of your viewership does not want to read the entire article, often people would skim the article first and then read into details about the factors that they want to know more about. So you want to write your article in a format that is very, very easy to understand. So if you have an article like this that is 5 staple items, make sure you're adding them in lists, and that is one of the things that makes your content high quality, because whatever you are publishing, you're probably putting the best efforts to make it as valuable. But these are some formulation tips that are going to form the quality of that. Maybe even if you did have, the 5 items in that article, because you wrote it in a form that was not as easily readable for your audience, they would have just skipped through and moved on to a different blog. So make sure you're following a good design for the type of content that you are writing. If you're writing a recipe, make sure that you put a list of ingredients, the simple instructions that don't have, excessive detail, and a list of, the baking time, the rating of the recipe, where people can rate it, and the overall time that it would take to prepare a recipe, simply because that is the design format that people prefer reading recipes in. Then make sure you are using quality images in your article. So if you're writing a blog about clothing and the items or the images that you use are all blurry and are not very cohesive, people are not going to take your opinion piece or your article that seriously. Next up is to formulate short and concise paragraphs. Whatever you want to say, make it in shorter paragraphs. The reason for that is, unless you're, trying to explain thermodynamics, you don't want a excessively large paragraph on a trendy culture piece or a blog that is supposed to be, easy and homey. If you're writing super long paragraphs, make sure they are worthwhile, or to explain a complicated topic. Even then, I would recommend you break down the topic and create multiple little paragraphs about that specific explanation. That would be a better way to formulate your blog and get more people to share to it. Maybe someone knows, the second step to doing that thing that you're trying to teach them. Then they can skip through the second paragraph and then move on to the third, because they know that is what is being explained in the second one. Next up is creating lists and adding quotations. So try to quote larger creators or try to quote any other website if you want, or a larger creator, any kind of popular quotations, not just trendy popular quotations, but a relevant popular quotation is going to help your blog immensely, because people are often searching for these quotations, searching via those quotations, and they would be a keyword in your blog as well. And then is to also create subheadings. So if you're going to add a article like 5 staple items for autumn, and if you're going to write a denim jacket as a staple item within the denim jacket list, so within denim jacket, you can make subheadings such as blue denim jacket, distressed denim jacket, and maybe faded denim jacket. And this will actually enable you to get more shares as well, because people get the main idea as well as a skim through the entire paragraphs that you have below that via titles. And you might be like, hey, won't this deter people from reading the entire thing? Inversely, it actually makes people more interested in the takes that you have provided. So make sure to add subheadings to longer paragraphs if you have to write those as well. Next up is the headline of your blog. So whatever blog you're writing, whatever it might be about, the title is the most essential thing out there. So your title needs to have a keyword, but don't try to shove like 5 keywords in the title. Make sure the title is interesting, unique, and it's something that pulls the viewer into it. So maybe posting a simple hair care routine is super competitive. You're not going to get many clicks, but something like quarantine hair care routine, my quarantine hair care routine, it's actually a very effective title. Maybe posting something like, skincare routine might not be a very effective title, but a title like the ultimate Korean glass skin routine for beginners, although it's going to be exactly the same article, is going to be a more engaging title, and it's going to get people to click on it. So make sure the title is updated. You can update your blog later on as well, so make sure you update your title if you have to. Try to add a singular keyword, and make sure you're very particular about the keyword that you're adding. You don't want to just shove in keywords. Make sure it's a relevant keyword and then work from there. Now, next up, you have your uniqueness. So as I talked about in the start of the video, you have quality, which we have covered. Now, 2 things remain, the uniqueness and authority. Now, if you are writing an article, let's say I'm writing a blog about summer items that every closet must have. Now, if I'm just, taking all the information that I found on other articles and trying to summarize it into this one article, that would just make my article a reflection, a Xerox of a Xerox. So it's going to just make it a replication of the pre-existing articles, and obviously uniqueness primes over copies, or uniqueness primes over, replications. So that is why make sure that the information that you are inputting in the articles is unique. Try to add your own takes. Don't try to add, summaries of all the articles you've read. Try to put in your own information, and that is as far as I can guide you on uniqueness, because whatever you're writing about is probably something different than fashion or makeup, or maybe you're writing about food items or recipes. So whatever it is, try to be original with that. Next up, you have authority. Now, what does authority mean? Authority means, how seriously should I take your opinion? Let's say a creator that has never done anything regarding fashion tries to post an article about fashion, tries to post a blog about fashion, nobody is going to listen to them. So if Gordon Ramsay wrote a blog about 5 essential clothing items, it won't be read by many people or shared, because that person has no authority over the subject. So let's say that you search for articles regarding life on Mars. So if you search for life on Mars, and you will see that a lot of this will link to like space websites or NASA or SpaceX. The reason for that is because these are high authorities. They're valuable. Their opinions are valuable in this field. So if you're not able to garner, authority on this subject, try to include the person that has authority. So Let's say I don't have, any fashion reference. So instead of adding timeless fashion items to every closet, I could also make a article along the lines of timeless fashion items that Kate Middleton has worn, or timeless fashion items that Marilyn Monroe has worn. And that would give my article more authority because I'm linking a person of authority to my article. So that is how you build effective and high quality content. So that was it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.